Grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Start the drive, 13 yards, first down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Five yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now this time Murray to throw it. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Check three, check three, check three.
The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Buying time to his... Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, something.
And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Murray. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Shit. You gonna take.
Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. SOS.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Lane. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete to number 80.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Craig. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Lions.
Ready. 60, Pittsburgh. Watch his flat. Ready.
On first down, Lane. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
16 yards. First down, Detroit.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking to throw. Lane. This is caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
At the 4-yard line.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Recon, 132 fight.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Second and 6. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Lane. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. The 40, 30, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed hit.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case?
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. They were looking for Johnson that time. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Ross, 35 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Lane. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
24 is the mark.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lane. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Go. 15. Check 15. Shoot up. Shoot up.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 99 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
On 1st and 10, Lane. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Delta. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go. 58 to Mike. Let's go.
To throw again. Lane. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58, boy. 58. 58 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Lane. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down, Lane. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Kill. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Lucky.
Johnson on the counter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Under crush, under crush, under. Check, check. 22, check, cover. Watch, 22, check.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray, dancing to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check safety, check safety.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. Hey, no. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check. Hey. Wide, get wide.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the pass. 24's the mark.
On first down, Lane. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I 7, let's go. 24's the mic. Rip left. 24's the mic.
Throwing again. Lane is complete to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Lane. Caught by Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Steps away. The Sanders has got it complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Here we go.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Lane. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Lions.
Set. San Lobo. Hey, motion. Reset. 24 is the mic. Set. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 24 is the ready to go.
From the gun, Lane. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Back to the air on second down. Lane, left side here to Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Craig. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Lane. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Now Prater to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 21 apiece. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it first and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Check.
At the 26-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second and 11 now. Murray escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run it with Johnson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use Murray fighting. Lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Ready. Ball trot. Defense, let's go.
To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Slam. Check three. Kill.
They run. It's Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
51 the mic. Hey, let's get in them holes. Tighten up.
Back to throw. Murray. Flushed out right. And his throw here is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 37.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Andy Lee now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. 2nd and 9 now. Out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Back to throw. Lane steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. It's caught by Sanders. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
To throw on 3rd down. Lane. And this is caught. He hits more. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First down, Lions.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down. 24 is the mark. Watch.
Operating from the gun. Lane. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Detroit.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Craig. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the gun, Lane, back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now. Check.
What can Murray do now with his drive? Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Ready? 60 yards.
Hey, let's calm down.
Throwing on second down. Murray going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Murray now. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to potentially keep this game alive in OT. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially keep this game alive in OT. And this one's not going to get there. It's short, no good, and as a result, we will not continue in overtime. This game is suddenly over. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it, so definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Lions, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. When up in this magic. When up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working